Evening, everyone. TMA Friday Night Live with myself, Pidge, and the legend Super Danny Iron. We'll get straight on with it. Yeah, evening, mate. Oi, oi. Right, the pleasantries have already been done, but we'll go for it anyway. Mr. Michael Thorpe, evening, mate. I hope your mum's well as well. He says hi, everyone. Yeah, so let's get all your opinions through for the midday game, 12:30 kickoff against QPR at the Vic tomorrow. Anything else you want to talk about related to Watford? But I'll go straight into you, Danny, before we obviously get everyone else in. But like you said, we don't, of all the teams, we don't obviously want to tempt fate, but all the teams we don't want to lose against at home, apart from the scum, it's QPR, mate. But they're starting to hit a little bit of form coming into this game, aren't they?
Well, I mean, you say that. I mean, if you can call one win in however many games a bit of form, then you know that's up to you. But you know they've not started the season great. You know we just got to be honest. Much as we dislike QPR, it's quite surprising they ended the season really well. You know, last season, and you know I thought they'd be. I thought personally they wouldn't be anywhere near the relegation zone this season, but that's where they are. Yes, they won in the week, but it's probably against a poor Cardiff side. So for QPR anyway, it's going to be a bigger test for them, and we've just got to be at it right from the off. And you know, if we do that, if we start off on the front foot, I think we'll get the 3 points tomorrow. But it's not going to be easy because QPR are probably going to sit back because they're near the bottom. That's what teams near the bottom do against teams near the top. So we've got to be at it. Expecting probably a couple of changes, and we'll see. But again, let's just hope for the 3 points, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I say a little bit of a run because they've got I see where you're coming from. If you take one win as a run, then yeah, you are really deluded. But the last 2 games, they've drew against Stoke and they won it at Cardiff. And okay, Cardiff are not having the greatest of seasons, but they're certainly no mugs. And QPR's place in the table, that's not a bad result to go away at Cardiff and get a win. But yeah, I'm surprised as much as you are that, like you said, QPR had a good run end of the season, and the new manager that came in after Gareth Ainsworth's disastrous run, which I still think he's a good coach because you look what he's doing at his other the club he's at now. He's doing really well.
But first game they beat Birmingham, didn't they, last weekend? So
yeah, I mean they're the money club; they should be guaranteed to go up almost. But I mean. I hats off to QPR as much as I hate them. They did beat the scum, so that's definitely warranted. They've only won 2 all season, and we're not doing this now and doubling down on how bad their position is and everything, and then we end up having egg on our face. I'm literally just pulling out these stats. The only other win apart from obviously Cardiff was against the scum. That was back in August. So
but to be honest, everybody's beat apart from us. Yeah, everybody's beat Luton this season, so that's not really a good, what's thing to say? It's not really
we can't really flex, can we?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, because apart from us, literally, we seem to be the only team they haven't beaten this season. So, but yeah.
Yeah, no, true. I think as far as I know, the bunkers open around 10:30 as well, boys and girls. So if you can get down there, perfect start to your match day. Roy and everyone down there do an absolutely magnificent job with the flag displays. Everyone else who helps out as well. So please get down to the bunker. So about 10:30. But look on the 1881 forum; they'll give you an official time. So big shout out to Roy and everyone who works in the 1881. You're all legends. Thank you very much for providing that for the fans. But yeah, I'm just having a look, mate. But yeah, it's the top scorer is Michael Frey. They've got the likes of Sam Field, Steve Cook. I think Steve Cook went there in the summer as well. I'm just having a look. So yeah, Michael Frey's the top scorer. I'll go through a bit of a team news shortly. They've
still got that chair, isn't there? I don't know if he's injured, but they've still got that Elias chair. He's a good player.
Would you have him? I mean, if we get a fit chair, would you bring him over? Because I mean, a couple of seasons ago, I would have said 110% would have signed him.
Probably, I don't think he'd be starting now. I mean, like I said, 2 seasons ago, he'd probably walk into that team, but I don't think he'd be starting now. You know, look at the attack players. We've got Bar, Georgie, Vata, Bio. You know, players come off the bench, Thomas Ince. So probably not, to be honest. I think our ship sailed on that one. He's still a good player. He's still. I mean, I don't know how well he's done this season, or if he's injured or fit or not. But you know, if he does play, he's going to be certainly one we need to look out for.
Yeah, very, very true, mate. Right, on the subject of who's playing, this is all yours, mate. I'll let you think, because this is more or less what I would have picked, mate. But
yeah,
how have you gone for this selection, mate?
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously the game on Tuesday, the first half I did not like our balance at all. You know, let's just say it's a back five, because defending it is a back five. So the back five were all right-footed. There was not a left footer in there. You know, if you're going to play with a back five, you need at least minimum your left wing back to be left-footed. And for us to have, I think it was Pollock on the left centre back, and then you had Ebesele as left wing back. The balance was just all wrong for me. As well as I thought Ebesele actually did quite well playing on that left, because he can use his left foot, but again, you know, naturally, because he's right foot, he's always going to come on his right foot on the left. So I think we just lost that balance. But so I think having Lurici and James Morris again come on and choose, that was brilliant. He has been, every time he's played the season, he's not let us down. Every game, I've said it all the time. James Morris is one of the most reliable players we have in the squad. He never, when he doesn't play, he doesn't kick up at first, and when he does play, he gives it his all. Every game, he's a 7 out of 10 every week. You can't not dislike the bloke. You know, he had his flaws last season. You know, left back probably. He's definitely now more suited to that back three now as that left side of centre half. You can't put him left wing back because he hasn't got the pace. But him, I think he's found his position, that left centre back. He definitely has. But he needs someone like Lurici in front of him, you know, for the balance. Right wing back was tough. You know, obviously Andrew scored the winner on Tuesday, but I just think Ebesele gives us so much more. He really does. You know, I think Ebesele is getting the best out of Andrew at the moment, because, you know, last season Andrews didn't really have any competition, but now he's got a bit of competition. I think Andrews is starting to perform better because, you know, he's got someone on his, you know, these wing backs are so vital to the way we play. So Andrews is going to have to up his game, and so really it's a tough with Ebesele and Andrews. I'll probably edge towards Ebesele. And obviously the loser, I mean, he was out Tuesday. He was probably our best player. He was outstanding Tuesday. Just got everyone ticking, you know, looking for them cute balls. But, you know, he didn't always look for them cute balls. He just played it short when he needed to, tried to play forward all the time. And then Sissoko, I think, Kiembe he did look more effective, you know, in that more attacking role on Tuesday, but probably wasn't playing there because, for me, got to give Vata a chance now. I think Vata didn't play on Tuesday, something to do with, I think he was late for training, I heard, or something like that, for discipline reasons. So, but Bar looked pretty shattered on Tuesday, and Cleverly's already said that he needs to watch Bar's load. So I think let's give Var a chance now. Let's give Vata a chance. Obviously Georgie, you know, he plays regardless. And Bayo, I mean, it's either him or Jebison. And Jebison, what has happened to that loan deal, I do not know. So that's my thoughts with the team.
Yeah, I couldn't really think with that. I think the Ebesele one, I think Andrews would have, personally, I would have played him in as right back.
Yeah,
but
that's what I mean. It's
but to be fair,
they're quite similar players, but I just think Ebesele just offers us a little bit more than Andrews. That's just my opinion.
No, but I think as well, I can see where you're coming from, because there's also, because it's midweek, he did say he was going to chop and change. And like you said, there's competition now. Andrews' game has improved greatly, I think, because of having someone like Ebesele breathing down his neck. You've got an Irish international, so why not? We'll put him in. I'll tell you what, though, a lot of people have said this, but one of the finest strikers of the ball in this team is actually Andrews.
Yeah, it is, mate. Honestly, you know, you watch his goals. You know, his goals his goals even last season, he's got a hell of a strike on him. And it was
good goals, isn't he?
Yeah, he's now scored more goals than his dad. You know, he's now scored more goals than his dad at Watford. His dad only scored, I think, 5 goals, and Ryan's on 6 now. So that's you know, that's one to Andrew. But yeah, anyway, yeah. I mean, yeah, all the attacking players we've got, you know, Bayo, Georgie, obviously Bar, Andrews has probably he's got a hell of a strike on him. You know, and him, I think in his youth at Watford, I think he did play as a winger, so he's obviously
Yeah.
used to, you know, getting a lot of shots away. And I think wing back suits him down to T because he can get forward. Defensively, I still think he leaves a lot to be desired, but you know, I think as he's young, that will improve, and I think that's where I'd more lean towards Ebesele because defensively, I do think he is a lot better than Andrews, and obviously he can attack as well. And that's obviously what you want as a wing back. You want to be able to attack and defend. So,
yeah, I think as a wing back, I think Ebesele's more of a full package.
Yeah.
I think it's the same if you had Larouci and Morris. If Morris wasn't the left centre back option and they were both fighting it out for the left wing back, I would favour Larouci just about over Morris, purely because it's a wing back role. If it was a straight out fullback, then I would put Morris ahead of him. I just think Larouci's a wing back.
You know, this left wing back side. You know, if you're going on left-footed left wing backs, you've only got Larouci and Ken Sema now. So, and you're picking Larouci all day, every day over Ken Sema. And as much as Ken Sema's been a great seven for us, you're picking Larouci all day, every day. So, maybe that might be something we look at in January. You know, a bit more competition, but we'll have to wait and see. But Larouci's had his, you know, a lot of. I think he's quite split with Watford fans, but I actually really like him. I think he's played more good than he has bad. You know, I'll go back to the midweek Leeds game. I thought he was phenomenal. I thought on Tuesday, come on, he did well. I just think he, attacking wise, you know, obviously wing backs, you know, you need to be able to get forward, and he defensively, yeah, he probably does lack a little bit, but attacking wise, I think he offers us so much.
True. Tom's doing a great job. That's from Mr. Thorpe. Philip, evening, mate. Thanks for the comment. He says Vata was missing on Tuesday because of family issue. Cleverly said that in pre-match conference. He won't start tomorrow.
Have to wait and see.
Okay, so I'd start Tom Inson.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll put Tom in there.
It wouldn't surprise me if Kayembe starts instead of Vata. It really wouldn't.
Yeah, or Kayembe, yeah.
It really wouldn't surprise me. You know, it's not something I would do, but the way he cleverly thinks, and you know, Kayembe was definitely a lot better further forward on Tuesday. It wouldn't surprise me if Kayembe plays, but you know, I'd definitely rather start Ince and Kayembe, or you just give Barr a start again. But again, Barr cleverly's already said that he needs to manage Barr's minutes. So, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens. But you know, I need to see about that. Go on. I need to see about that. I'm sure it was a discipline issue. I'm sure I read in the pre-match thing that Vata was missing due to a discipline issue. I need to find it. I'm sure it was, unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, true. Big shout out to my mate Rich as well, because I'm taking over from him at 10 o'clock for a night shift. So big shout out to Mr. Rich. Cheers, mate. I'll see you later. All right. He's watching. He said he'll watch as well. How many points to get in the next two games? We've got some big games coming up. We'll come that very shortly, Mike. But on the subject of losing, like you said, yeah, a lot of people wouldn't disagree with him being man of match. I think didn't Backman get it on? Midweek as well. So fair play to Danny. But loser, it was always been a mental block. It seems from the outside, looking from the stands, it always been some sort of mental block with the bad injury that he suffered 2 seasons ago, and he hasn't really been the same. But now you can see that mental toughness coming to the fore now, and also it's not worried. It doesn't seem like his body language on the pitch. It doesn't seem to worry him so much now, and the pennies dropped a bit more in terms of his performances. Because, like you said, he was an outstanding player on midweek. He looks the better player now, and I mean, really, if we can get him kicking on, that's like a new signing, pretty much, with loser, isn't it? Yeah.
You know,
sorry, mate. Go on.
No, I just think technically, loser is definitely our best midfielder. You know, technically, he actually does a lot of hard work. You know, you don't really realise it. You know, he's always you know, dropping deep for the ball. You know, he always wants the ball. That's what I want. You know, you want midfielders to want the ball all the time, and he wants the ball all the time. You know, yes, there might be times where he gives the ball away, but he'll. You know, if he gives the ball away, it'd be very easy to say, "Oh, don't pass me the ball now." But he'll keep wanting the ball all the time. He wants to make things happen, and I do think now, you know, losers get a run in inside. He's slowly, I don't want to tempt fate, but he's slowly getting back to his best. And I do think it is, like you said, it is like a new signing for us. Let's just hope that he can keep playing like this. And I'm not sure how long he's got left in his contract. I think he's only got like 18 months left on his contract. So let's hopefully we can tie him down. If not, we might have to let him go in January. Otherwise, we'll risk losing him for free. So, but I really do hope he does sign a new contract and we can tie him down, because he's an excellent player on his day.
Yeah, so we're guaranteed for at least another year with him. And then, like you said, next January, we can sit him down and say, look, you got to sign a new deal. If not, next January. So we got him for 18 months. So we still got him for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, we've missed a player like you just highlighted with Loser. We've missed a player like that who wants to come, get the ball, start things from the back and bring it through to midfield ever since Will Hughes left. Because there's never been a player like that since Hughesy left. And the thing with Loser was guilty of was dropping in too deep and staying too deep. I mean, now, at least on the evidence of Bristol City, you could see glimpses of it where he gets the ball and then drives forward. He don't just stay back. He drives forward and acts like in some ways, like an attacking midfielder in some parts of that. Right, would you bite the bullet now and go all out to get Mark Robbins in as the manager? He would be class for Watford. No, Dave. I mean, we're bloody fifth in the table, fella. I would definitely if start the season, and obviously Tom didn't want it, I would have taken Leroy Senior or taken Robbins if he was free. But definitely Rossini, Cleverly. But now what Cleverly's...
Do you mean Liam Rossini and Leroy's his dad?
Liam Rossini, sorry, mate. I'll take his dad could be assistant, mate. Yeah. But yeah, Liam Rossini, 110%. I'd have him. Look how shit Hull are doing now. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, on that, like, if we was, mid-table, below mid-table, probably would take the bullet. But we're fifth in the table, man. We've got the best best home record in the AFL. Let's get real. Cleverly at the moment, he's doing everything right at the moment. Apart from that, this sketchy away form. But first and foremost, he's got the fans on side. At home, we're just a different breed at home. Yes, we're not absolutely blowing teams away at home, but look at home record.
We're winning.
Yeah, we're winning at home. It's a fortress. We haven't lost a host in March. I mean, in all my years I'm going Watford, I can't remember us going unbeaten at home for this long. It's just unreal. This home for me. It's not like we've played, so-called easy games. We've beaten Middlesbrough at home. We've beaten Sunderland at home. Sunderland at home. We've beaten, Bristol City. We're on a good run up until they played us. It must be beaten, obviously, Oxford. There were no mugs. So with these games, these teams we're beating at home, they've been tough games. They really have been tough games, and we've put them aside. So all hands on Cleverly at the moment.
Yeah, no one's coming in, Dave. I'm not even entertaining this debate.
Right now.
Yeah, Cleverly is doing a brilliant job. I mean, you look at the comparisons between now and this time last year under Val. I mean, the football's better. Okay, we're winning ugly, which we never did under Val. The football is better when we are on song, and we're actually winning at home. I mean, the away form is topsy-turvy, but that'll pick up. If we can pick that up, then we can really mount a challenge.
Pids, I'm going to ask you a question, right?
Go on.
Don't be biased. Take off your Watford hat. So we're nearly at halfway this season, almost. Is Cleverly manager of the season so far in all things and everything that's happened? With everybody predicting us get relegated. With our not a lot of money being spent. The way the owners work. Do you think he's manager of the season?
He'll be up there. I don't think he would necessarily be manager of the season. He'll be up there. It depend. I think it'll depend on around February, March. If we're still up there, then I'll probably put him in the top two.
I mean, it probably has to be the Sunderland manager, maybe Sunderland manager. But then you look at the teams at the top. Who's at the top? Is it Sheffield United at the top? I can't remember. Or Sunderland.
Wilder's done really well, to be fair. I mean, he took on a shit show at our place.
But you think about that. They've just been relegated from the Premier, so you expect them to be the top. I don't think not one Watford fan would expect us to be fifth at this point. So I mean, Cleverly definitely has to be in the conversation.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah. Daniel Farke, he's expected to be up there as well because Leeds have got the best squad in the league, even with the players they let go, which shows you what a strong squad they've got. Wendover, it's not us talking about managerial changes, mate.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. We would change Clevier. We'll forget about that now. We're not even entertaining any of that debate.
Yeah.
It's not like we're struggling. Manager season due to rebuilding squad. Yeah. I mean, he possibly could. I mean, you know how it is. If he gets promoted to Sheffield United, he'll probably get it. But Danny's right. Cleverly's got to be up there. I mean, I'm going to say it now. I mean, there's some really good spaces on Twitter. Absolutely really good spaces. But believe it, some of the guests on some of these Twitter spaces in the summer bitching and whining that we were losing pre-season games. And look where we are now.
I can remember going to the Gillingham game pre-season. And every Watford fan was moaning, "Oh, we've just lost to Gillingham. You know, Pozzo out. The squad was poor today." Look, it was fucking Gillingham in pre-season. No one gives a toss about losing. I certainly didn't care. I just had a good
I said that and I got slaughtered. I got said that on Twitter and got slaughtered.
We lost to Wickham. We lost to Gillingham in pre-season. We drew against Stevenage. It's like, who gives a toss? It's just pre-season friendlies are just purely just for a run out, you know. And then you get to the Brentford game in pre-season. Cleve even said that was basically like he treated that like a league game. You know, we got we got a draw. So, you know, and now look where we are, fifth. And where were these fans that were moaning about, you know, us losing Gillingham pre-season? You know, where are they? So just let's just get beyond Cleverley. Cleverley is the man at the moment. I love Cleverley. I think 95% Watford fans love Cleverley. Let's just enjoy the ride because, you know, if we're in the top six at the end of the season, Cleverley will be manager of the season for me. I don't care what anyone says. Top six.
Dave's gone back down to earth now. He says, "Come on, lads, you have to give Rob Edwards a pat on the back for what he's done." Absolutely, mate. All's good. Right, okay. Let's throw out some comments. Evening from Andrew. Evening, mate. Wendover says, we talk about. I wouldn't change Clevs for anyone. I think we'll start. Andrew saying, I think we'll start a very similar team to Tuesday night. Pretty much what Danny's put up. I think to be fair.
Right. Just on my team. Sorry. Obviously, I know I said Sissoko loser, but that's what I was thinking. Cleverly will do. I would love to see Duomo loser. I really would love to see it.
What's that?
I would love to see Duomo and loser play, but I don't think Cleverly will do that. I think.
Well, you've had the thing of watching him more than me. Obviously going pretty much every game, mate. To be fair.
Yeah, I mean, he's only played 3 or 4 games, but you know, Duomo was excellent whenever he's played. So I would love to see Duomo play against, you know, him and loser. But I think it'll be Sissoko.
Yeah, it's not just me. I'll give Wendover credit. You as well. Not just because you're on here and Wendover's watching the stream, but Wendover said it, you said it, I said it. When this pre-season nonsense was going on and people going, look, halfway through the season, we'll be struggling, all this crap. The transfer window's gone bad. I mean, apart from probably Jefferson that hasn't worked out, which I feel sorry for him, to be fair, the transfer window was pretty decent. I mean, we've signed some decent players. There's a couple of centre-backs and, you know, the Brazilian lad as well. He's going to be one for the future. He'll be another one that will break in and be another option. We signed some decent players in this window. January, we just need to really add quality rather than quantity. You know, if we can get through to that one. I know Wendover will want to come on and talk about that soon.
So I think it'd be best for all parties if we just let Jefferson go, send him back to Bournemouth, and then we get someone else in. You know, I don't know who. You know, realistically, from the Premier, I'm not too sure. But if we can, you know, let him go back to Bournemouth, and then we get someone else in, it's gonna hit the ground running. You know, give Bayo a bit of competition. Because at the moment, Bayo is the only really competent striker we have at the moment. So let's just I posted on Facebook before. I would love to see a sign Louis Barry from Stockport. You know, I've seen him live. I've seen him live. You know, I was at the Burton Stockport game last season, and when he scored a second, and when he got subbed, he got standing ovation by the opposition fans. I mean, how many players you know that gets applause from the opposition team? He is mustard, mate. Absolutely mustard. But probably realistically, I can't see it happening. But You know, I would love to see that happen personally. You know, like I said, I've seen him live. I know what he's about. You know, like all my in-laws are all Stockport fans. They know what he's about. I would just love to see it at Watford, but probably won't happen. But yeah, let's see what happens in January.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. So obviously, 12:30 kickoff tomorrow. It's on Sky Sports main event. Referee Andrew Kitchen, Daniel Leach and Matthew Jones, the assistants. Thomas Parson is the fourth official. So yes, it's cleverly. He's got no fresh injury concerns ahead of the clash tomorrow. Two players are in line to make a return. That's Daniel Jibberson. Rocco Vata is in contention, obviously, like we said, after Tuesday night's win due to personal reasons. Greg's or Wendover, shall I say, has been highlighting this as well. So I'll get your opinion on this, Danny, before we go, about Tom Dili-Bashiru, who's unfortunately suffered a setback. Obviously, Kevin and Ogbonna are still out. Right, just quick thing what Tom cleverly said just before. He says it's a game that, like others, will pose a threat and a set of challenges. We'll absolutely have to be on our A game to get the right result. So yeah, TDB, mate. You know, what's your thoughts on that? And also, and this is one player, and Andrew said this, and I know my mate John also said this. We were funny enough, Watford fan who watches this, when we were picking up the kids today, he says about Evan Ferguson. Maybe an option, but what's your thoughts on that, mate, before we go, both of them?
Well, obviously on Tom Deli, it's a shame really, you know, because he started off the season really well, in my opinion. He was probably one of our better players at the start of the season. He was really good, got that injury. I mean, in his Watford career, he's sort of been hampered with injuries really, so it's just another one to add to his list. Unfortunately, I do hope he gets fit soon, but it's unfortunate. Obviously on Evan Ferguson, I mean that's literally like a dream signing. You know, Evan Ferguson, he's clear, he does need game time. Obviously, he went through a phase last season where he couldn't stop scoring, and this season he can't really get into side this season. So I mean that is literally a dream signing. I mean he would score lots of goals for us. Got to be honest. So let's wait and see. You know, but you know, would we be able to afford him? I don't know, but. You know, you'd like to think that giving Brighton João Pedro, they might return the favour. So, yeah, we'll see. Well,
they signed obviously Pedro directly from us. They've got a few ex-Watford, Estupinian and Welbeck as well.
Yeah.
You know, so they've got them as well. Right, Wendover says, if top 6 in Jan, yes, bring 2 more in of real quality, and we have a chance, if we really want to go for it, get Evan Ferguson on loan from Brighton, as he's definitely going out on loan.
Sorry to interrupt. And also,
no, go on, mate. Carry on, mate. Go.
Plays with Ebersele for Ireland as well, so maybe Ebersele can have a word. So
you know it happens, mate.
Yeah. So it does happen. I haven't worked, so.
Yeah, it's a shame about TDB. I really do wish him all the best. And like I say, as we're wishing everyone all the best once again, get well soon to Luther Blissett. Hopefully makes a full recovery. And any news, obviously, if we can get any news soon, we'll share it. And just look on the Watford channels. Hopefully he makes an absolute full recovery. So big shout out once again to Luther. Yeah, so just before we go, mate, obviously prediction from you, and also who would you sign in January? Apart from him, was there position-wise? I know you've put a fantastic shout out for the lad from Villa, but what positions necessarily, and score prediction tomorrow, mate?
I probably would be looking at another central midfielder, you know, just for the balance. I just think while Tom Deli's out, whilst we're not sure of, you know, Sissoko's not sure on Sissoko. Lot to have a similar player to Tom Deli really in that midfield. Not sure who really. I'm just trying to think of players. No, can't think. So that'll have to be one for Gino Scouts to look at. Score prediction tomorrow. I'll go 3-1. And one last question, Pitch. FA Cup draw Monday. Who do you want?
Who do I want? Oh yeah. God. I don't really want another derby, mate.
Just a lower league team away would do.
Yeah, or nice easy game at Old Trafford or something like that, mate. It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Obviously, the dream draw for me is obviously Stockport. That Stockport is the dream draw for me for RB Dream, but they've got to get past Brackley tomorrow, the weekend. So Obviously, that's a dream draw for me. Stockport, Watford, but yeah, just a decent away game. You know, someone like Leyton Orient or I don't know Crawley or someone like that. A ground I've never visited. You know, but you know full well we're going to end up with like bloody Norwich or something, or I don't know Preston or something in the FA Cup.
You'd be Preston away or something, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see it a mile off. You can absolutely see it. So.
Oh, brilliant, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Just big shout out to Tom Wicks at the Golden Pages. I'm gonna say it. I've done if you buy that £3 just by the Taylor statue tomorrow. It was on sale in midweek, but it will be on sale tomorrow as well by the Taylor statue. Also, as much as many other fantastic articles. I've done a top 5 Ramage goals. So look for that, boys. And it's been approved by the man himself as well. So I won't tell you who's his favourite one. I think I've already bored Danny with it, but he agreed with me with his favourite one. So you just can make your own suggestions. But if you're really that bored, read my article. Apart from that, read everyone else's because it's absolutely awesome. £3 from the Taylor statue. So I'll let you have the last word, mate.
Come on, you Orns.